things you may not be knowing it. Just 2.5 page only this lesson is. So come to page number 212, Rural Administration, lesson number 26. Okay, page number 212. Are you ready? So I want to tell you that India is a very, very large country. Okay, very huge. And we already saw how diverse it is. Okay, we have so many varieties of people, cultures, languages, and traditions, and so many things. Okay, and we need to know that India is basically an agriculture country. In agriculture country, 60% of our population,
Good morning, ma'am.
good morning ma, lives in the villages. Page number 212, Robin, lives in villages. Okay, 40% of our population only lives in the towns and cities. Okay, good morning, Jotam. So what happens is that we need to rule this huge population. Anushka, please don't type anything unnecessarily when I'm taking class. If you are not present, that's not my mistake. I've already told the marks yesterday. So you see, this huge country is to be properly ruled. Okay, so we start from the basics. Okay, villages. So how these villages are ruled, then we come to districts, then we come to state. Okay, take India is a big country. It is divided into states and union territories. All of you know that, no? It's divided into different states like Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Punjab, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh. These are all states. Now take Tamil Nadu. The same state is divided into district. Like we are in Tiruchirappalli district. There is Tirunelveli district, Tuticorin district, Kanyakumari district. Okay, so it is divided into district, and each district is governed by a person called collector. You heard about collector bungalow, collector's office, collector. This is very, very important place in a district. Okay, so who can become a collector? Does anyone in this class wants to become a collector? Jason? Yes? I wanted to become a collector very badly, but then I couldn't become. I didn't appear for exams also. No one wants to become a collector. Raja Raksha wants to become. Very good. It's very easy. No need to spend a lot of money. Only use your brain and you can become a collector. Okay. So it's very interesting. Okay. A very good job. Okay, Pradeep. Very good. All those who want to become collectors, start studying right now. Okay. Jivisha wants to go to army. That's also very good. Yes. Nowadays, they take ladies also into army. Okay, Gomati also wants to go? Okay. Okay, so what you see is that there is a collector. Now, who is the collector of Trichy? Jaren wants to be a raiser. Okay. Who is the collector of Trichy? If I'm not mistaken, it is Mr. Palanichami. And I'm not sure about it. I tried to see it. Maybe they keep changing also. So please check it out. So there is a collector. He has its own bungalow and also he has his own office. He's a very important person in a district. So he takes care of all the, revenues and all the problems and all the law and order and everything he takes care of. So he's IAS officer. IAS. Anyone can give the full form of IAS? Yes. Yes. Oh, Sevarasu. He's the collector. Okay. Is it Jalin? Okay. Okay, good. Thank you. Yes, can you tell me the full form of IAS? Oh, there is IAS, there is IPS, there is IFS. You all have to write one exam for all this preliminary and other exams, but vivas and interviews will be different. Written paper will be the same for IAS, IPS, and IFS. Indian Administrative Service. Latif, thank you so much. Yes, it is called Indian Administrative Service. These people only, finally, when they become much experienced, they become governors and they become ambassadors also. Ambassadors are persons who send from this country to another country. And their ambassadors come and stay in this country, okay? To take care of their citizens in this country. Like Indians go to London, okay, England. So our ambassador goes to England so that he can take care of the Indians there. If any problem comes, anything, that ambassador will be responsible, and that person is the IAS person, okay? So the Indian Administrative Service is very important and very, very challenging and adventurous post. So there is a district collector, and under him comes the police department, and then comes the other revenue departments. They all help him to keep a very, very peaceful life in the district. Okay, so anything you have to go and get the permission of the collector. Okay, you have to approach him for everything that you need. Somebody has switched on their video. Please don't do that. So that is how a local administration, a rural administration. What is the opposite of the word rural? What is rural? We are studying the lesson rural administration. What do you mean by rural? Come on fast. Nobody knows? What is rural? I'm asking you people. You are asking me. What is rural? R-U-R-A-L. Yes? Doesn't know? Rural means it pertains to village. Village type. Now, what is the opposite of rural? Okay, village, Jalin. Okay, that is rural. City, urban. Very good, Jalin. It is urban. U-R-B-A-N, urban. Okay, rural means village, urban administration, and rural administration. So these two words are opposite. Okay, so now we are going to see the rural administration, how it takes part. I have a video. I'll show you how it is so that you can very clearly understand. So always keep it in mind. The state is divided into districts, and the district has got a head called collector. Under him comes the police and the revenue department and others who collect tax. Okay, so he is the one who keeps the law and order and runs the government smoothly, makes a peaceful life in a district. Okay, shall we go to the video? Let's go.
All these states consist of many districts, which are divided into tehsils. In this module, you will learn about rural administration. We all know that our country is made up of many states. All these states consist of many districts, which are divided into tehsils or talukas. Every tehsil is a collection of small towns and villages. Most of the land in villages is used for farming, and the government is responsible for maintaining proper records of these lands. The task of maintaining the land records and collecting revenue from the farmers is done by the village Patwari. A Patwari is also known as Lekhpal, Kanungo, and village officer in different regions of India. The Patwari maintains the land records by measuring the plots. Usually a Khasra record is maintained which gives information regarding the owners of different plots of land. The Khasra number is a plot number given to a specific piece of land which is owned by a villager or village community. This information is very crucial to farmers who need to produce the land record at the time of land division or during buying or selling of land. The land record work is monitored by the Revenue Department of the Government of India. The Patwari reports to the revenue officer at the district level, who is also known as the Tehsildar. Tehsildars from various districts report to the district collector. The Tehsildars supervise the work of the Patwaris and ensure that the land records are properly maintained and revenue is collected. The Tehsildar also provides a copy of the land records to farmers. Until some years ago, only men used to own agricultural land. Women in a village worked in the fields, but they did not own property. However, in 2005, the Hindu Succession Act was amended. Thanks to this, whenever there is a land division now, women are also given an equal share in the agricultural land, along with the male members of a family. If land-related disputes arise, the police get involved. Actually, every police station is given an area of control so the villagers can file their report in the specific police station under which their village falls. We have now reached the end of this module on rural administration. In this module, we learned that it is important for the government to maintain proper land records. The land record work comes under the Revenue Department of the Government of India. The Patwari maintains land records and collects land revenue in a village. The Tehsildar is a land revenue officer at the district level. He supervises the work of a Patwari. And that, as per the Hindu Succession Amendment Act, women in India can get a share in the family's agricultural land.
In some states, rural administration. Introduction. India is a vast country and so it cannot be administered from one place. For the sake of administration, the country is divided into 29 states and 7 union territories. A state is further divided into districts, which has further subdivisions like tehsils and parganas. In some states, parganas are also called talukas, which consist of several villages and towns. A village is the smallest unit of administration. It is a Herculean task to take care of all the needs of villagers, such as electricity, water, road connections, maintaining land records, and settling conflicts and disputes. It requires a huge machinery to deal with all these problems. Maintenance of law and order. Maintaining law and order becomes an important function of the administration as peace and security are essential for a smooth civic life. This function is performed by the police department where people can report cases or inform the police about any theft, accident, and fight, etc. It is the responsibility of the police of that station to inquire and investigate and take action on cases within its area. The superintendent of police is the highest officer in a district. He is assisted by a number of deputy superintendents of police, inspectors, sub-inspectors, and constables. For the purpose of police administration, the whole district is divided into a number of circles, each under the charge of a deputy superintendent of police called circle A circle is divided into a number of thanas, each under the charge of a station house officer SHO. In villages, every police station has an area under its control where people can report a case or inform police about any theft, accident, fight, etc. It is the responsibility of the police of that station to inquire, investigate, and take suitable action. In villages, we often hear about the cases of land grabbing by rich people.
Excuse me,
The
ma'am.
police is
Prema, ma'am.
often
Yes,
reluctant to
ma'am.
write down minor
Audio not clear,
complaints.
ma'am.
Audio is not clear, huh?
Audio not clear.
ஐயோ ஃபுல் வால்யூம் வச்சிருக்கிறேன்.
Sound
ஓகே மேம்.
ரொம்ப லோவா இருக்கு.
ஓகே. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வீடியோ நல்லா இருந்துச்சா மேம்?
அதுமே லோவா தான் இருந்துச்சு.
அப்படியா? ஓகே. தேங்க்யூ மேம். Okay, children, I'm sorry. I think the audio was very low. Could you hear it, children? Yes or no? You could hear it, okay? It was clear, okay. No, it was very low. Okay, then done. At least you have seen how it goes on. So here we are going to see in the lesson how district is further divided into tehsils and then also into taluks, okay, or you call it parganas, and there is the revenue officer who collects the tax, okay, and there is the police system also. Jivisha, I cannot do it now. I'm going with this new lesson. When we revise it, I'll tell it, okay? Okay, so now, is my voice clear? Can you hear me clearly? Yes, children?
மேம் உங்க வாய்ஸ் கிளியரா இருக்கு மேம்.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Okay, thank you. So, to come to page number 1213, 213. You'll see the district administration there. There is a picture given. So, there is a collector, and under him we saw that there are Patwari, who is there at the Tehsil level. Then Tehsildar is also there, who takes care of the revenue collection. And see, tax is very, very important. So our government needs tax. Okay, we also pay, you all know about it, no? GST tax and this tax and that tax and all that. Toll gate, you must have seen, they collect road tax over there. So these taxes also go to the government, and with that only the government makes all the public welfare for us. Okay, so there is a police system which takes charge of law and order in a district. So how it comes, there's a picture given. See on page number 213, there is a picture given. There is a commissioner of police. Okay, we have commissioner's house and office here in Trichy. So commissioner of police, you can also go, children, ask your parents to take you around and to learn from all these things, to see practically how it is. And they will allow you to see. You can ask them a few questions. Okay, it will be very nice. Because simply reading in the papers, you won't know. When you are passing by that way, you are passing through collector's office, just drop in, just go inside and see how they are working. If you are not going to ask any question also, you can just see how they are working. Your parents can explain to you. You can go and see the commissioner's office, if not inside to see the commissioner, but still you can talk. They are very, very, they are public servants. You must always remember our collector, our commissioner, they all are public servants. They are called as public servants, so though they are in a very high post, okay? So you can always take a help from them. So you can very kindly ask, uncle, can I ask you this, sir? Can I ask you this? Tell me how it is. Oh, your father is a police. Very good. Then you can very easily go, Shri Kulali. Okay, you have seen it, Murali. That's very good. Yes, good. So some parents will take that, what do you call, initiative to take you to all these places. We used to do that in that school where I worked. Even little kids of LKG, UKG, they were taken to the market or to the mall and made them to, the parents will give them some 100 rupees, okay? They will know how to purchase. They will take the change also, okay? And that's so interesting. If you do all that, you will learn it better. Okay, so there is a commissioner, and under the commissioner is the superintendent of police. He has a separate office. And then the deputy superintendent of police we have. Okay, auntie is a policewoman. Okay, very good. Nice. And then there is a circle inspector in each circle, and then SHO we saw. And then there is a thing called the assistant sub-inspector, his constables and all that. They take care of the peace and law and order of a district. So this is how the administration goes on. Now comes Mr. Tahsildar. What does he do? Tahsildar is a person who gets all the information from the Patwari. Patwari is a person in a village who measure. You saw that, no? He was measuring the land and all that. So they measure it, they collect the tax, and they give it to the Tahsildar. He further gives it to the collector, and it goes to the government. Okay, so they keep a proper record of the land. See, when we went to buy a land to build a house, they said that you have to go and find out if there is, they call it something like, oh, I forgot that particular name in Villangam. They call it Villangam or something. You go find out to whom this land belonged before this person who possessed that land, and before that person who possessed, all the history is there with the Patwari. Okay, and you can also, Tahsildar or Patwari or someone, and you can also find out the measurement of the land and or the quality of the land and everything in detail they will tell you. So this person collects the tax. Even your house also, if you own a house, you ask your parents or your grandparents, they will be telling you that yearly they pay tax. Veetu vari, they call it vari. Okay, so you ask them, they will tell you. So tax is to be paid for the land. Okay, so we pay tax to the government. So Patwari is the person who takes the agricultural land's measurement, and he takes the tax, collects it, and then he gives it to the higher officials, and thus it goes to the government, and regularly it has to be done. And Patwari and Tahsildar, they are the ones who are responsible for this. Ritula, it's not loan, it's not loan, okay? It's not loan, it's a very minimum amount, okay? It's a very minimum amount, 1,000 or 2,000, something like that. It is called vari. You can ask your parents, they will tell you. It's now Ritula, if you have built a new house and you're staying there, means you will know that you ask your daddy or your mummy, they will say that yearly they have to pay tax. For water also you pay tax. Okay, so we pay tax for that. It's called tax. So you have to pay for that. We to vary. Yes, Tanni vary. Yes, Kulali, that's right. Okay, so this is collected by these people in the village administration. And suppose there's a fight, okay? Two land side by side, and those two farmers are fighting. You have taken this, you have taken that. If they are fighting, that dispute is solved by the police. Okay, so they go to the local police station, and they also see that their dispute is properly settled, those officers. Okay, so if there is any crime done in that, then the crime branch takes everything over. So administration is very properly and very neatly distributed in India. Okay, so we should know that it is the responsibility of the district collector to maintain peace, law and order in a district. And he is helped by the police and the Patwari and the Tahsildars who help him with his work. Okay, so this is how the village goes on. Okay, and now there came a new inheritance law. So you all should be very happy. Girls can give a clap if you're there. And in 2005, there came an act called the Hindu Succession Amendment Act. Okay, what happened in this act is that earlier, only boys of the family will inherit the land. Okay, suppose there are two boys and a girl in the house. Schools and colleges, they may be paying it for the property, not exactly for school and colleges, for the property that they own, for the buildings and all, they will be paying tax. Okay. So what happens if there are two boys and a girl in the family? If land comes from forefathers and daddy also has got some land, and now daddy has become old and he's about to pass away, so he will write a will and all the land will be equally divided among the boys in those days. Okay, among the boys. But after this 2005 Amendment Act, the girl also has got rights to the property of her parents. So now the property will be divided into three. So one part goes to the girl also. That's so nice, right? So now girls also have a right to the property of of her parents. So now that is a new law that has come up. So are you all happy, the girls, that there is a new law? You can also have the property. Earlier, it was not like that. In Hindu community, only boys were given preference. It was a male dominated. Why you people are typing all these equinoxes and solstices and all? What's wrong with you people, Robin? If you don't want to pay attention to the class, you can please go. Instead of disturbing everyone. This lesson does not have anything to do with what you are typing. And next time you do that, I'll tell ma'am to put you in the waiting room. So this new inheritance law has come, and this law is overruling. See, that's what I was telling when I was teaching you about the Constitution of India. It has been made nearly 70 years ago. Okay, more than that. So as we have come along all these ways, there comes changes in the society. There comes a gap in the generation and we need to change our laws. Okay, so that is called the amendment. That right you have, right to constitutional amendments, remedies you have studied. So that is how in 2005, they all thought that it's not fair that boys only get the right to the property of their parents, girls also should get. Okay, so they amended the law and they made girls also that they have a right to the property of their parents. Okay, so it's a wonderful thing. There is a case study on page number 214. It's a beautiful case study of a rickshaw puller in Kolkata. So I would like to read it to you, but then we don't have time. Next period, I'll do that. So by the time you people read it at home, and it's an unsaid homework, read it and you find out what is the thing that we have learned and how it is applicable in real life. Okay. I think the time is up. Okay. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.